you right now, right? And I may even do business with a couple of you that is in this place, and I may even continue my relationship with some of you people that are inside this particular group, right? Is a result of relationship. It is important that you understand that everybody is vital in your life, that you don't neglect anybody for whatsoever. So you must cultivate the habit of creating and nurturing relationships. There are so many relationships that I have that you have to nurture. The reason why we are thriving in real estate in Abuja after like in short time is because I understand the value of relationships. One referral, one treating somebody well in my company, you get, can open me a door to the person's entire family, can open a door to the person's generation, right? They are referring me up and down because I understand that treating you well is not just about you, it's about the people that you know. Do you understand? So you must cultivate the habit of relationships. It's one thing that I learned when I was doing politics, right? Before politics, I was really, really, people can call me a snob, honestly, because I was like, I don't have anybody's, I don't need you, you don't need me. I can do my own thing. My father can give me money. I will do whatever I want to do, right? But after during my election period, I understand the value of people. I understood the value of people, and from then I started creating relationships everywhere I go. When I was in FMC, doing my internship, there was nobody I wasn't speaking to. I was talking to everybody. If I meet you on the road, I will just crack one joke and then you will smile. And I'll collect your number, you collect my number, we'll start seeing each other's status. And I've had to deal with several of them business-wise. Even after leaving this, even leaving the facility, anywhere I go, I try as much as possible to cultivate relationships with people. So this is something that you must learn today. It is something that will save you a whole lot. People say I don't need anybody, I can self-sufficient. Even I'm from a even the people that are so wealthy and networking aggressively. Wealthy people, have you not seen Davido? Every time he's in one person's house or the other, wealthy people, they're always carrying somebody to another person. They are meeting this person, they are meeting Sheyi Vodi, they are meeting so many things are happening, right? Everybody is trying as much as possible to connect with the next person, even at the upper echelon of life. And it's now us that are here and we're saying, I don't need anybody. Oh, you need people, oh, you need people like crazy. So you must understand how to create valuable relationships, and it's not everybody. You must be able to discern who to create relationship with, honestly, right? This is at your own discernment. You have to be able to understand people. If you see somebody is a trouble person, run away from the person. Though I'm not saying you should just go and be following everybody all around, right? So but in the creating of relationships, you see one thing that people do very wrongly. I'm going to teach something that is very, very vital, right? Something that I had to find out myself. Nobody taught me this, and I had to create it myself. So two things about creating relationships, or networking. Networking is where we're going to now. Two things about networking. First of all, you cannot network without value. You cannot network without value. Even as I am right now, so many people come into my DM. Oh, I want to, this one, I want you to mentor me. I received that message since I was in, how Aluta is. Now you guys are Aluta, you understand how it is. Everybody, once you are doing one or two things, people want to just, put things, they want to follow you and all that. So I've been having this information or people coming into my DM because of this for a long time, right? So, but one thing that I've understood is that you cannot network without value. And me myself, I understood it. So there are some people, even when I was in school, that I was in close proximity with them, but I did not approach them because personally I knew that I did not have enough value to hold a reasonable conversation with them. So I had to chill out. I had to just wait. I just know that this man, this commissioner, I would want to work with you in future. But right now, I don't have enough value for me to approach you. If I approach you, you see me as your boy. You see me as somebody you're going to just, send on errands, or somebody that is chasing you around. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person to be chasing you around. So I need to work on myself to grow enough capacity. Do you understand? So that I will be able to approach you on a level of value. So when next, we are talking as people of competence. You're not just seeing me as a boy. Do you understand? And I had to leave those relationships. I did not go to foster them. But now I can confidently walk up to those people because now I am a CEO of a company. I have an office. When I started in Abuja, when I came to Abuja for my internship, there were people that I was not meeting. I had opportunity to meet them, right? Even if I meet them, I meet them as a doctor. I'm a medical doctor and I do outreaches, right? That's the value that I create for them. But I don't talk about real estate because I did not have an office. If they tell me, oh, yeah, let me come to your office, you tell them you don't have an office, you have downgraded yourself immediately. They just see you as somebody, they just look at you, how, right? But when I opened an office, I now knew that I had the capacity to be able to reach out to some kind of people. Do you get? There are still people right now that I can't still reach out to. Do you get? I have been in a place where the president's son, we were in the same place, but I know that if I go and meet the president's son right now, like if I go and meet him, what am I going to tell him? Do you get? I have not grown that capacity enough for me to be able to reach out to him right now. Because if I reach out to him, even if somebody carries me and I see him right now, I don't have much to be able to reason him at this moment. Do you get? So maybe in a few months or in a few years, if I have grown to the capacity where I know I can have a reasonable conversation with this person, right, I will be able to go and meet that person. But there are people now that I could not talk to last year, not because I cannot approach them. I have the boldness to speak to them, but I know that if I'm approaching them where I don't have enough value to offer them, so I leave it. I just hold them in my head. So this is one thing that you need to understand, because you must approach people, you must network with value. If you don't network with value, you will be downgraded so much that you will not even benefit you or the person in any way. So you must be that you're giving somebody value. That's the first one. The second one is that so many people neglect their people. See, there are two types of networking. There is networking vertically, and then there is networking horizontally. Do you get? Networking vertically is that you're networking upwards, like me. Now I'm going to meet the commissioner of police, right? That's me networking upwards, right? So I can meet the commissioner of police because, to an extent I've grown some capacity, and then to an extent, even him himself knows my parents to an extent. So I have something in common. So when I'm meeting him, he already knows that this person, I'm a doctor, I've graduated, I have my certificate. So I have value. So even if there's nothing I can give to him, I can give him medical advice. That's value, right? So I can meet him, I can do business with him because I have an office, I have something to work with, when I'm meeting him. So this is one aspect. That's the vertical kind of networking. But I don't advise vertical networking, honestly. Vertical networking is good if you have built a lot of capacity, but there is something called the horizontal networking, and which people neglect a whole lot. Networking within your colleagues. That's something that so many people neglect a lot. Let me tell you, on in my Instagram, you can go and see it there. I met what's his name right now? That's Yaradua's brother, the current senator, chairman of Northern Senators, right? I met him in his office. And how was I able to meet him? He was my colleague in FMC, right? I thought like there's nobody that I did internship with that does not know me and know what I do. So there is nobody that wants to go for any courtesy visit or do anything in the entire of, right? In the entire of my FMC that will not call me to go for that courtesy visit with the person. Everybody does that. They will just call me, hello, Dr. Mike, how far? Are you busy? I'm going to go and see this person. No, we want to go and do this thing. And I will go with them. They call me, right? Because I've told them, see, your father is somebody, your mother is somebody, your uncle is somebody. Don't go and meet them. Connect me with them. If I sell land to them, if I do this one with them, I will give you a commission. And everybody knows that. And they understand it, right? Today, the deal that I closed, it was not my client, it was a colleague's client, right? And we went to go and pick the person from Asoko, a really big man. There was no way in the world I would have been able to reach out to that person, if not through his nephew. Do you understand? I was able to talk to his nephew, and we did an internship together. And I told him, see, I know you know people because I've been to his parties that he organized, and I collected his number and I followed him up. And every day I'm telling him, connect me, connect. And before you know it, he connected me with his uncle. And we took him for inspection and he paid today. Do you understand? So these things I'm not able to do if I neglect the people around me. If I'm there out there looking for the commissioner, chasing you neglect the people that are around you that can actually connect you to those people. So these are the things that you need to understand well. The people that you're neglecting that are around you can connect you to several people that you do not know, right? So don't neglect your colleague. Don't neglect that gate man that is out there. Don't neglect that person, that cleaner. Just treat everybody well. Talk to everybody. Tell them about your business. Do everything that you need to do like well, but network. If you're going to network, like if your networking thing is like 100%, let 80% be horizontal and 20% be vertical. So if you're doing a horizontal networking, there is no way. If you check that picture of me and the Yaradua's brother, right, you will see somebody that was in front of me. I literally just accompanied the person today, and now I'm in talks with the person. I'm in talks with him, like literally with the PA. And anytime I want to go there, I easily enter there and then speak to them. And I'm working with them. And it's because somebody took me to the place. Same thing with AI. It's like I can tell you several, even the ones that I'm not able to post on my Instagram. I have been to several places that I did not even know who I was going to meet. Somebody will just call me half, they go meet person, no, half, just guy, come follow me. And I will jump out and we are there, right? So you really, really need to be able to network within your colleagues. treat everybody great, treat everybody well, because you don't know who is going to help you in the future. Honestly, this is like a hack that so many people don't understand. They would prefer to, once they hear that somebody is rich or wealthy, they will start treating that person well. But if anybody just comes to their head, you don't have money, they will just be looking at you anyhow. It does not make sense in any way. You need to be able to treat everybody well. So you network and make sure that your friends know you. Make sure that your classmates know you. Make sure that you have their number. Make sure that be a connector. You understand? Like if somebody knows somebody, the person needs something, you be the one connecting people to people because you know everybody. And before you know it, they are the ones connecting you to several people. So it's very, 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 very important, right? Because you really, really need to, network well. Networking is what has saved. It can shorten your trajectory in life. This is something that you need to understand early. You need to understand it early, right? So what is the action plan? What is the action plan? We are rounding up. What is the action plan? The action plan, because I like to give action plan when I'm done or when I'm teaching or when I'm talking to people, because it's not just about hearing, right? Knowledge is what you know, but wisdom is the applied knowledge, right? When you have applied that knowledge and it has profited you, that's wisdom. Wisdom is equal to wealth. Do you understand? It's equal to wealth. You need to have wisdom, and wisdom is applied knowledge. So these things that you're learning right now, what am I going to do with it? Right? First thing you're going to do, you need to change your mentality from being a survivor to a person of significance. Like you're somebody that is wealthy. You're already wealthy. You just need to be able to create that value enough so that people can pay you for that value and then you grow. So once you are that person, you first of all change your mindset that you are a wealthy person, and then you change the way you speak. Never speak negative about yourself for any reason. Never. Don't ever speak negative about yourself for any reason whatsoever, right? Always speak positive about yourself. No matter what the situation that you are. I can tell you for a fact, so many people, all these people that I meet, they tell me their life stories. That's why I know that my own trajectory is going to do well, right? So, when we started, we are not, some of them were worse than us. Some of these people that you're seeing in the upper echelon of life are when they started, they were worse than you right now, to be honest, right? And they are able to still make this much mark in the society. So you too, you can do a lot. So you need to start speaking that positivity. So when you have done that, you need to understand that wealth is built in years, right? It's not a get rich quick thing. You just need to get the money immediately. It is a gradual process of you developing yourself. You understand? Adding value to yourself in diverse ways. If you're selling shoe today does not mean you're going to sell shoe forever. At some point, you can get a higher knowledge that is going to like help you come out of that state and come to a point where you can do. There are people that are tailors and are making a lot of money today. Now, Sheifod is doing his 50th birthday, and I can't even tell you what is happening in Abuja right now, honestly. So things are happening, and he's a tailor. Started very like, I can't even tell you his story. So he started as like, but right now, look at where he is. Do you get? And like a lot of things are happening. So you can be from wherever it is that whatever it is that you're doing, you can grow. You can grow. So that mentality has to change from a survivor to somebody of significance. You must see yourself that way so that people don't use you and just talk to you anyhow. And then you carry whatever people tell you and then you put in yourself. It does not make sense at all. So you must see yourself as a person of value, right? So when you see yourself as a person of value, you need to start creating value. As a student, you need to start creating value. As a student, you need to start creating value. Even if you need to be able to monetize anything, even your knowledge. If you're an A student in school, or you start teaching people for money, teach them, collect money from them. It is your time you're spending. Teach them. Carry people, put them together and teach them and collect money from them. You're giving value to them. You're teaching them to get better grades because you yourself, you are a person you're already getting good grades and you know the way to do it. You get, if you're not that kind of person, you can do graphic design. Learn something. Always try to learn something that is going to give you an extra value that you can monetize. You must be able to monetize something. You must. Even as a 300 level student, even as a 100 level student, you can do it with your school. I studied medicine. I can't even tell you half of the things that I did in school, right? I did a lot, but I still graduated as a medical student, as a medical doctor with my set, first batch. Do you get? Like, it's something that you can do. You can do it. You understand? You can honestly do it. So start creating value. Start creating value. If you are the kind of person that can talk, start teaching people on the Instagram. You might not be earning from it at first, but start teaching, start talking to people, start creating value. If you're a motivational speaker, use it to motivate people. At some point, people will pay you. People are depressed. They will pay you to come and motivate them. I won't even lie to you. People are paying for crazy things right now. So do not in any way shortchange yourself from monetizing a gift that God has given you. Monetize it. Find something and monetize it. If you think people are not going to buy, try first. People will buy. People will buy. I'm telling you, people buy crazy, stupid things. They will buy your own. I can tell you for a fact that in real estate right now, a lot of people are doing fraud, right? Like they are selling properties that are not there, and people are buying it. Imagine you that is not doing the right thing. People are going to buy from you. And it has, like, Mark Zuckerberg have made it so easy for everybody. Now you can sell on Instagram, you can sell on Facebook, you can sell on TikTok. Do you understand? So sell something as a student, be selling something. Don't say I don't have all the time. You have time. It's a lie, you have time. Do you get? So when you're selling something, you must learn how to save. When you start making money from that, thing that you're selling, you now start learning how to save. Save some money from that stuff. You can say I'm saving 20%. I'm saving 20%. Save 20% out of it. Put it somewhere. After 3 months, invest it in something else. Start creating that mentality. It's not about the money. Even if it's 10K that you're investing, does not matter. Even if it's 1,000 naira that you're investing, does not matter. It's not about the money. It's about the mindset. You get? Because you must be a person of vision. Do you understand? Because you know that 1,000 naira today will not remain 1,000 naira today. At some point, you'll be making 1 million. Yes, you will make 1 million. At some point, you'll make 10 million. At some point in your life, you will make 100 million. Right? You must believe that for yourself, and it's true. You will. You will. So start thinking of that in that perspective. So become a person of vision, and because you know that where you're going is far, that's why you need to start creating the habit today. You understand? You must turn from a person of that is always needing motivation to a person of habits. So habit must be the thing that is propelling you. You're not going to school because you are motivated. I'm motivated. Okay, no, you have listened to me today. Okay, motivation don't feel your body. Tomorrow you can start something. No. See, you must first of all map out where you want to go in the next 5 years. What do I want to do? Map it out. See, this is my vision. Okay, now I'm able to create value that can earn me 10,000 in a month. That's fine. But because to be a person of vision, you know that 10,000 naira today will equate to 5 million in the next 1 week, in the next 1 year, in the next, depending on what you're doing. So it is important that you become a person of value and you become a person of vision so that you can create value, and you, like, incessantly you're growing yourself to meet new values every single day. So you must invest. When you're making that money, you're saving them. Always actively look for opportunities to invest. Actively, as I am, I'm always looking for places to put. I don't like to have cash, because one thing about this our association, I mean, about this our life, is that the more you progress in life, the more you have luggages. Forgive me for lack of best word to use. You have luggages from people. A lot of people are asking you for money. A lot of people are asking. So, and you know that as a person, as a human being, you always have human sympathy. If somebody tells you that their mother is sick and they're about to die, and you have 10 million in your account, and they're asking you for 100K, you're like, I can even do it. I will just carry 100K and give that person. Next person will 100K to the person, 100K, 100. By the time you share 100K to 20 people, your money has gone down. You understand? So, as a person I have get investment. I never leave cash in my account. Never. I'm always looking for ways to invest the money. I'm looking for people that are doing business. I can put my money there. I will just be looking. I can look for land and buy and hold them so that they don't have cash. Do you get? So when I tell you I don't have money, I don't have money. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. You might be seeing me and you think I don't have money. It's because I'm investing them. I'm always investing. I'm always looking for places to invest money. So always have that investment mentality so that you don't waste money. I understand that there are emergencies, right? That's why this is something that you need to learn, at least from that CED assistance. You will learn all these things. There is emergency funds that you have to keep. You get, but this is later in life when you now start making good money. You can have an emergency fund. If something happened, somebody broke their leg and they're very close to you, you send money. You get, you have the money to be. So that one is emergency, and you must define what emergency means to you. Do you understand, right? So these are the things that you need to do. So you will need to understand that, and you need to understand the principles of building wealth, as I've said: income generation, money management, smart investing. You now need to understand the role of relationships. Without relationships, you can't go so far. Honestly, without relationship, one of the things that has helped me so well is that I have built a community. I am building a community right now in Abuja. We have Abuja Realtors Network that I'm building, like a group of several people that are selling real estate, right? So, like, it's a community that I'm building, and there are a lot of people in it, and we are building ourselves. We are teaching, and it is me. I could say, oh, why do I need these people? What am I even doing? I need to go and start talking to big developers, people that have billions. I need to start talking to commissioners, But I don't mind those things right now. I am busy building my men around me, because at some point we will be able to sell out. We will be able to have capacity to sell out a full estate, sell out a lot of things, right? Because I know the value of people, and I know the value of investing in people at a very young age. Do you understand? So these are the things that you need to understand as a person. So you must cultivate the habit of, like, forming relationship with your colleagues. Everybody in school should not see you as a snob. You get? I have been in tables where they discuss, even as an SUG person. You get? Somebody want to run for something and they will bring his matter to the where I am, and people will just say, no, no, that person is a snob. That person no dey talk to person, and we will not go vote that person. And that's how we just remove that person from the what we're happening. I'm telling you, it happens like magic, and the person will lose the election. They will not know what happened to them. Like, this thing is happening like magic. Do you get? Somebody will just bring out somebody and tell, no, that girl is saucy. Is it because she wants to run an election? That's why she's not smiling at everybody. Do you get? And somebody will say it in the meeting. Me, I don't even know the person. I will say, okay, no, Allah, who wants to go and support somebody that is going to snub everybody? And we'll remove the person. Do you get? So it is very important that you might not be a political person. It also happens in business. People would rather choose to deal with another person than to deal with you, because they feel that you're not relatable, you're not approachable. Do you understand? All those things help. So you must learn the value of human beings, and you must accord everybody adequate respect at all times. You must be a cautious person. It is very important in your growth as a person. It's something that you need to learn as a culture, right? And if you learn this, I'm 100% sure that you're already on your way to success. So I think this is where I'm going to stop for today. Thank you so much.
You so
Wow,
Wow,
oh
wow,
my
wow.
God.
wow, oh my God.
Wow, this
If
is
you
the
learn
best
a lot,
session
if you learn a
ever.
Best
lot
session
today,
ever.
uh, type, go to the chat box and type in capital letter value. If you learn something today,
My God.
then so thank you so much, Dr. Michael. That was powerful. Now let's engage with your minds. It is time for question and answer. Drop your question in the chat box or use the raise hand feature and we will call on you. So keep it short and sharp, please. Question. If you have any question, raise your hand or type it in the chat box. Yes, comfort. Comfort. Okay. You are not around. Okay,
Okay, can I?
Mercy.
Okay, can I?
Hold on, please. Mercy. Okay, you are also not around. Okay, yes, you can go ahead. Ask your question.
Okay. So thank you so much. I must confess, I think this is my best session so far. But so first of all, I want to ask her, please, can we have your number? But that aside, my major question I want to ask is, at the beginning of this meeting, so you were talking about, after you talked about mindset, you mentioned the place of value, and you gave an example that someone is studying medicine, that's good, but don't just study medicine, learn the business of medicine. I think then you were trying to say, oh, it's not just enough to just learn, like be academically smart. It's good to acquire skills and everything. So I want to ask, for me, what do you think? I'm studying history and international studies. So, like, what business of HIS do you think I can learn? And my second question is about when you were
It's
talking about.
about when you were talking about.
Okay,
Okay.
is that your question? So what is your question mainly so that you should get that one clearly?
Okay.
Okay, it's not clear. I'm just saying, like, for example, what does it think? Like, I'm studying history and international
What does
studies.
it think? Like I'm studying Asia international studies,
You mentioned the business of medicine, and but like this is HIS,
medicine,
right?
and but like this.
All
What
right,
kind
all
of
right, all right.
business? Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, yeah, okay. Good evening. I don't think I remember the name of the person that is speaking. So, but your question, yeah, I can share my number to Adi, right? And you can share it to you guys on your group. I think you guys have a group. So yeah, first of all, that secondly, your question is that, when I said the business of medicine, this is to the person who loves medicine. You understand? This is what they love. That's what they want to practice. You understand? So in addition to just practicing medicine, they need to understand how medicine works as a business, so that they would not be impoverished, right? Giving out value for free to people. So if somebody was to meet me for this kind of information, I would, there are a lot of my friends that I tell this, right? If, like me as a doctor, I have a lot of people, even my clients, who come to me and then they want medical advice for free. Because I can give them medical advice for free because I'm giving them value in exchange from them buying property from me in future. So that's my own kind of value that I'm offering to them. Do you get? But somebody that is not selling land, I don't see any reason why you should give somebody medical knowledge for free. Do you get? So I would easily just tell you to create a Google form that has money in it, right? So if anybody wants to meet you for consultation that is outside the office, right? The person fills that Google form and pays you 20,000 for consultation, and then the person pays you, and a lot of people are doing that, honestly, and they are making good money from it. So what I'm just trying to say is that there are several ways to monetize things that you're doing. I would not know what your passion is. Maybe in a conversation with you, I would be able to find out. But there probably may not be time for that. But you as a person, you need to look inwards to see what your passion is. So because it's where your passion lies. Even if you don't have passion, you must have an inclination towards something. You can start doing something, right? So it might not be what you're studying. You get, this is especially for people that may not have, that what you're studying may not have a lot of relevance in the society right now. Do you get? So history and international relations, it could be anything. You understand? You can literally just go into anything. We have several people that have studied even literature that are selling properties, really, right? So several things that you can do. It just depends on what you want to do. So as of this time, there might be things that you are already looking at. There might be things that piques your fancy. There are people that would want to talk, history, international relations. You would want, like, several things that you can really do. So, but you just need to be able to look inward and see where your gifts lie, right? And then follow through. If you're the kind of person that likes to talk, right, you can do podcasts. There are several things that are giving people money right now, on the internet. So you can always even use ChatGPT to find out what can even help you right now. Do you get? So it must not be what you're studying. But if what you're studying is your passion, you can always find ways. You can literally just go to ChatGPT and find ways that you can monetize. I'm not in your field, so I wouldn't really know how to monetize your field. I said that's about medicine because that's my field, right? So you can easily just go to ChatGPT and find ways to monetize what you know right now that can easily help you make money from like next week. So I don't know if I've been able to answer your question.
Thank you, sir. I was trying to remember my second question, but I just remembered it. When you were talking about skills, acquiring skills, there are
Yeah.
different types of skills like public speaking, writing
Yes.
skills, graphic designing, and the rest. Those ones are skills.
Yes.
Then there's also the skill of maybe learning how to sew, barb,
Yes.
and all those. Is there, like, does it matter most,
Honestly,
the,
honestly, we are in the 21st century. Hmm?
yeah,
We are in the
yes, sir.
21st century. So the skills that I meant are actually digital skills, right? Digital skills, like skills that matter right now. You can't be learning barbing, in the 21st century. How many people are you going to barb that is going to make you $1 million? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you must be thinking of like things that are going to really make you money. Digital skills, tech skills, AI skills, all those things, those are the things that I'm talking about. Public speaking skills is a mighty skill. Being able to speak in public is one of the greatest skills in this entire world that people neglect. You get, like, I've spoken in a part, I can't, let me not even just go into that one, right? So, but there are several of these things. So think of forward skills, not backward skills. I'm not saying that they are backward in any way, that people are doing it and backward anyway. People are even making a lot of money and cashing out, but the progression is slow. and there is so much, it requires a lot of money. Do you get, for you to buy clippers, get a shop, do marketing, all those things is a lot. So you're in school, think of things that you can do that can partner with your studies and not take you away, right? When I was in school, it was easy for me to do real estate because I didn't own properties myself. I was selling other people's properties. I didn't own them. Nothing concerned me and the property. I just need to verify that they are genuine properties. And because I already have an influence, I have people in my group that once I post a property, they will just go out there talking to their father, their mother. My own is to, I don't even have an office, right? I just needed to link the client to the company, and the client will take the company to sites and they will see the land. If they like it, they pay. They pay me commission. I pay the person that referred me. So that was how it was. It was so easy for me and seamless. Do you understand? So I chose something that could partner with my studies. So I don't have to be out there trying to barb, or trying to sew. Do you get? Even though that is still good, if that's your passion, that's fine. If you can do it, right? So you need to do something that can partner with your education right now, so that you don't fail as a result of you trying to acquire skill. I don't know if you get my points, right?
Oh yes, I do. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, you
That's what
can.
I wanted to
Right? Oh
Yes,
yeah,
clarify.
so much, sir. That was that's right.
Thank you so much, sir. I think at this point we'll just take two questions. The one already dropped in the chat box, and one of the people that is raising their hands. So
okay,
from
before
the
the next
chat box,
question,
Okay,
right?
before the
I
next
would
question,
I
right?
would
I
I
would,
would
I
re-
would, I
okay, okay, sir. Someone asked that, please, how do you know where to invest or platforms that are open for investment? Sir, are you there? Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
So investment is a totally different conversation, right? If we're going to have a conversation on investment, it can take up to an hour to talk about investment, really. But the main thing is you need to find out where you are. Do you get, like, you need to find out, are you like in 100,000, are you like in a 1 million? What can you invest? So based on what you can invest, you now find instruments that can take that your investments. Do you get? This is one thing that I said. You can follow Sheyi the assistant, just watch his videos, read his comment down. You can spend a weekend just being on his page. You get, you would learn a lot. You will learn about money markets, mutual funds. You will learn about treasury bills. You will learn about several things, right? So there are so many things that you can learn on that platform. You will know exactly where you are. You get, if you are a bigger person in terms of finance and you want to invest in real estate, you can always reach out to me. You get, but you are investing, you're starting your investments. You can always do treasury bills. You can do a lot of things. You get, but that you can even invest in PiggyVest. They have this investment platform where you lock up your money for a social amount of time, and then you gain 20% or 10%. Those things are very, very good. So the most important thing, as I said, is the mentality. You must not start from 1 million or 10 million. You can start from 100K. You can start from 10,000. Remove 1,000 and lock up. You get, have that restraint. Build that restraint that when you lock up the money, you don't need that money. You understand? You are building yourself for when you start having millions, when you start having billions, you will still be able to save and invest. So I don't know if I've answered this person's
I don't
question.
know if I
So thank you so much, sir. And the last question now, let me pick a hand
All
randomly.
right. Before the last
all right,
Okay.
question, right?
before the last question, right?
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Sorry,
I would require just one thing from you guys. I don't know
I
if
would
I've been
require
able
just
to.
one thing from you guys.
I don't know if I've been able to create value for you guys, right? So I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this flyer on my Instagram page. I think my Instagram has been shared here. So I will just need, there are over 40 people here, right? I will just need everybody to comment. Just comment something that you learned from this session. Anything that you learned, just comment under my post on my Instagram page. So that would
Sir,
really
please,
help
can
me
you
a lot.
reshare your hand?
Okay, is Dr. Odokoro Michael?
Okay, is Dr. Odokoro?
Yes, I use LinkedIn. It's
Yes,
also
I
Dr.
use
Odokoro
LinkedIn. It's
Michael.
also Dr. Odokoro Michael.
Yes, sir, please,
Okay,
your,
no
your
problem.
number
So,
So,
too.
sir, please, your number too.
yes,
Yeah,
you will drop it.
Yeah,
Mr. Ade will share my
Mr.
number.
Ade will share.
So please, everybody should
So,
just
please, everybody should
comment.
just
If
comment.
you've learned anything
If
from
you've
me,
learned,
if you've learned anything from me, just comment. After the session, I will post it on both LinkedIn and Instagram. So you can just go find me and then share. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. All right.
All
So
right.
the next person can
So the next person
ask.
can
Yes, Sammy, you can go. Sammy, Steve, please, your question. And that will be the last question I'll be taking for this.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. How disturbing, please. Okay, I think, yeah, I do. I think your both questions are the same. The truth of the matter is that education right now, like online education, is one of the leading places where people make tremendous amount of money that is so hidden that people don't even know. That's why I said it like many times. Like online education. I'll give you an example, right? On my TikTok, I teach like real estate. So one day somebody walked into my office and from my business page really. So the person messaged my TikTok handler. So the person gave the clients our address and the person came to my office. And when they came into my office, they said that they've been watching what I teach on TikTok for a while and they really want to learn, real estate. But I teach for free on TikTok, but they want to go inside. They want to really learn because they know that what I'm teaching for free, I mean, I'm teaching so good for free. So, like, what I know should obviously be way more than what they are teaching. So I told the person that we have a physical training in my office every Friday that they can come and do the training for free. But the person said no, they don't want to be where other people are. They just want me to mentor them. And I told them that personal mentorship is going to cost them 1 million naira and it's going to be 3 months. And I'm going to have just 3 sessions in a week with them for 3 months. And then they will not have lifetime access to me to ask me whatever at any time. And I will answer them and I will lead them to, making the best deal. And the person paid in my office. The person has never seen me before. I have never met the person before, just on TikTok. The person paid 1 million naira to my account. And honestly, like I did not have I did not have that discussion in my head before. I've never even had that thing. I mentor people, but because this person just wanted to, he wanted something special. And I just had to curate that thing in my head. And honestly, the money I called was because I didn't want him to do it. Because personally, I don't even have time to be able to do that stuff. And I just decided to just call one huge money in my head. And I said 1 million, the person paid. So the truth of the matter is that first thing that you need to know is that one is either you're not creating enough value that the people don't feel that is necessary for them to be able to pay for it. That's one. So that's one thing that you need to go and cure. You need to be able to create enough value for free at first that people see that there is more. There is this technique that a lot of people use. They just tell you if you want to learn more. Do you understand? You need to create some value to an extent that people now know that there is a premium package that is being paid for. Do you understand? I had somebody that came to my office and said they wanted to teach my staff digital marketing. And I was like, okay, how much is it going to cost? They said, no, it is not going to cost any money. It's for free. And I was like, I thought it was a, like, the guy was just trying to pull my legs. And they said, no, that is for free, that they just want to teach my. I said, okay. I thought there was all these people that would just come and talk rubbish. And I was even contemplating, should I allow my staff to hear this thing this guy wants to say? Like, would he not corrupt my staff? And I said, okay, since we've not even had any training in a while, let me just allow him. I wanted to be there so that if he says rubbish, I'll be marking all the rubbish that he says. So after the meeting, I will tell them what is the truth so that they will not go and carry virus in their head. Do you get? I will just tell the person to go. Right? So, but I was in that lesson, and Jesus Christ, me, if you see my notes was filled up. I was so flabbergasted. Like the guy poured out so much knowledge. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what is this? The guy gave me so much knowledge on digital marketing, things that I did not even know. And me, I have paid for courses on digital marketing. And he gave me these things for free. Right? I was so, like when he was done with the session, there were so many things that he taught, but they needed implementation. Do you understand? The guy was really smart because he taught the theory, but the implementation needed somebody to implement it. So after the thing, I now reached out to him and said, how far? Hey, my guy, Omo, you bust my head though. I didn't know that you were going to put this thing for free. I mean, it's Nabuja. So many people can see this now, will collect 300K from you. Do you get? Because I pay for people to come and teach my staff stuff, to improve our work. So, and I told him, okay, see, we need to implement this thing. We need to implement this thing. We need to do this. And he told me, okay, that's fine. That he usually handles implementation for companies that he teaches, and it's 500,000 for a month. And I was like, wow, are you serious? Do you get? And I was in talks with the person, even though I'm a master negotiator. I negotiated it to 200K and I paid him. Do you get? So, but what I'm just trying to say is that he gave so much value that I needed that extra thing for my company. I needed to implement. Do you understand? So, and in as much as you need to create that much value, the second thing is that you need to be able to stand your ground. Do you get? When you fix a price for something, stand your ground. Even if it means that you're not going to eat, at some point you will see somebody that will buy from you. Do you get? Your market is not to everybody. I sell real estate, I sell high ticket stuff. Do you get? I know that not everybody is able to afford to buy land. Some people come to my office and they beg for 1 hour that I should remove 1 million from their account from this thing so that they will be able to pay. And I tell them, see, this is the price of this property, and it cannot go lower than this. If you don't have the money, that's fine. That's totally fine. We're not quarreling. Do you get? Whenever we have another property that is within your budget, I will reach out to you and you'll be able to buy. Do you get? And they respect me for that. Because if somebody comes to my office and I reduce price for them, even when the property, they will always request a reduction in price. Always, they always want to, bring down the money of your commodity. I don't know if you understand. So it doesn't make sense in any way. So if you fix a price based on the value that you have projected, you are sure that you have done the due diligence in giving people value. You understand, on the free stuff, and then you now have a premium package. Do you get? I have somebody that I paid for a sales school on Facebook. His name is Sales Guru. I followed him one day randomly. I was just looking at people that suggested, and I followed him. And I've been listening to what he has been teaching. And one day he said he has a paid class and it was 40K. I just collected the link and paid immediately. I did not even need to ask anybody anything. I just paid. And honestly, it was a 1 month class. I was only able to attend twice, out of almost 8 sessions that they did. I attended twice, and the second one I attended half. It was one chasing me to be in the class. Do you get? I did not even gain much in the class, but I paid because I felt that he had enough value. What is 40K? But for me, why I actually paid that 40K was not because of the class. I paid it for the man himself. Because now two of us are now talking well. Do you get? So I paid. So many people want to pay just because they see enough value in you that they want to become part of you and they want to pay. I don't know if you guys know somebody called Ugochukwu Omego. You might know him. He's a public speaker, right? He has a session that he trains in Abuja. I met him one time, then he was speaking. And after the speaking, I told him, see, sir, I want to be my mentor. And he said he was good. I won't even mention how much he said his private mentorship is. And I paid that money. And honestly, I've not been able to attend so much of his classes. But now me and the man is very close. The reason why I paid the money is not honestly because of what he's teaching, even though I need what he's teaching sometimes, but I need to be closer to that man. Do you get? I need to talk to him. So I need to be in the same headspace face with him. I need to be able to call him on sometimes when I have issues in my company and I'm like, sir, I don't know how to handle this particular issue. And he'll be able to give me these things free of charge. I don't know if you understand because I've already paid. And we are just creating this thing. So you need to be able to create a value for yourself to the point that people don't feel bad when they are paying to be in your, and you must not even be looking at your friends. You get, don't be looking at friends or people that knows you in the past. All those things are, they are not going to help you in any way. Think about, oh, in Nigeria, how many are we? In the world, how many are we? We are over how many 200 million people in Nigeria. So you cannot be looking at those 5 people or 10 people that you have in your corner that are pricing you, leave them, fix your price and move on. Once you know that you're putting enough value, fix your price and move on. You get, if somebody says no, you tell the person no. When next they are coming, they will say, even that person that is referring you, they will tell the person, this is what the person takes. So, and they will be able to preach your market well. Do you get, when somebody is referring somebody to me, they already know the kind of person I am. So they will not come and be saying unnecessary things to me because they know the person that referred them to me will tell them, okay, no, they ask for discount. Unless he wants to give discount to you, he will offer it to you. But if they ask, this guy can even work out on you. Do you get, because they know I understand my value. I understand the value that I have and I carry as a person. So, and it's because I've been able to show it out there, like as much as possible. Do you get what I'm saying? So imagine if now all of you are in this session and I say that I have a premium session, you get, and I collect 10,000 to be able to mentor anybody here. Like, I'm 100% sure that some people here will pay for the money. They will pay 10,000 for me to mentor them personally. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it depends on the amount of value that you are able to give. So if I came here and I gave you guys half shadowed information, just and I was not able to clearly articulate what I needed to articulate, so many people will just leave this thing, right? So it's important in how you actually portray yourself. Do you get? So I don't know if I was able to answer your question. Okay. So I think that is the last question. Is there any other question before we go?
Go.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. And for any other person that we failed to receive their question, please, we apologize.
Okay. So please, when I post, I think I'm going to send a link to the person that is
To end this historic journey from vision to value,
Like,
from potential to purpose, we've seen that we've seen what it truly means to lead, to learn, and to build as African youth.
yes, I'm going to share all my handles to Mr. Adi and he will forward it to your group. Hello? I don't think I can hear anybody.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ashafa Kodo.
Yes. Sorry. Thank you so much, sir. What a way to end this historic journey from vision to value, from potential to purpose. We've seen what it truly means to lead, to learn, and to build as African youth. Dr. Michael, thank you for pouring into us today. We are living not just inspired, but equipped. And to my fellow participants, as we wrap up this powerful journey together, we've got something special for you. We want to hear your story, your transformation, your transformation. So here is the final task. Create a short video sharing your bootcamp experience, what you've learned, how it impacted you, and what you are taking into the future. Let the world see the fire this bootcamp has lit in you. And at this junction, I would like to introduce one of the chairperson driving this session in the person of Sir Joel to say something in order to close this session.
All right, thank you so much,
Sir
Mr.
Joel, are you around?
Yes, thank you so much for moderating. Yeah, thank you so much, and then
Sorry, thank you so
a big
much.
thank you to our facilitator for today, Dr. Odokoro. It was this session was filled with energy from the beginning to the end. Thank you so much for the energy you've brought to Pan African Youth Impact Boot Camp. We really appreciate. And all right, I want to believe these 3 weeks has actually been an amazing one for us. From learning how to the power of communication, how to use our voice to you know advocate for change wherever we are, how we can how we can make use of volunteering experience, to building up startups, to different aspects. It has been 3 weeks of submerging young Africans and African students with something the school would not teach you, with something the school would not give to you. So please, as you take home notes, ensure you make use of what has been given here. Yes, just like our speaker today said, wisdom is in doing, right? And that's how we get result. Ensure, at the end of the day, we're seeing you 6 months from now, you're leading change in your community, you're leading change on the local level, on the national level, on the global level. That is what we want to see from here. And very importantly, you've gained one or two things. Please ensure you do the tax. Do a short video recording yourself. This is what I learned, and this was the whole experience for me. And right now, I've made a decision to work this out and work that out, and it will be submitted. The Google link will be sent to a Google link will be sent to the group. You can upload there, and we would continue from there. So as for the certificates, we'll be giving out certificates from the 26th of July. That's next week, Saturday. So everyone that was able to meet up with 70% attendance rates and commitment rates, you've been doing your tax and assignments, weekly assignments, you'll be given certificate of excellence. And just to note, we'll be having a very important event. It's an once in a year event. The African Student Summit, the second edition 2.0, is happening live in Federal University of Technology, Mina. It promises to be, an amazing experience. The theme is Game of Thrones. This is where we get to see how we feature into the Africa we want to see, because nothing changed except people are there to make it work, except we become the change. So we probably have been doing nothing, or we probably have been doing the wrong things, and that's the reason why we are not seeing the change. So we're all coming to know the strategies that young people who represent 70% of the population of Africa, with a median age of 19 years, how we can begin to spearhead the change Africa would need to see, so that our children, our children's children will come to an Africa they would, be very, very much patriotic about. They will come see an Africa where, access to healthcare is not ambiguous, is not luxury. It's something that is really, really accessible and affordable. So please, you can make it there. We'll be having people come from different parts of Nigeria down to Niger States. You can also make it there. There'll be scholarship opportunities, job there, a whole lot of things, to ensure that your African students, African youth are actually empowered. So I think it has been an amazing journey. Me myself, I enjoyed the sessions working throughout this boot camp, and I can't wait to see the amazing things we'll create all together. Thank you very much for being a part of this. We really, really appreciate. And just so you know, we have a community. The link will be sent on your group, so you get to join in other activities we'll have from the African Student Summit. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Joel. So, like you say, don't just wait or watch it happen. Be there when it happens. This bootcamp was the spark, and the task 2.0 is the launch. Mark the date, Saturday, footspin at 10 a.m. So let's finish strong and show up louder. The future is already watching. So everyone who is joining with us since day one, you are the reason this bootcamp matters. Let this be your launch pad. Go build, go create, go impact. Special thanks to our partners, volunteers, and every hand that made this possible. Until we meet again, stay bold, stay hungry, and stay Africa.
All right, good night, everyone.